This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2063. 7 Reasons You Should Ritualize Your Life by Ali Cornish of everthrive.org. Hello and welcome back to our weekly bonus episode. This is where I share an episode from another podcast in our network, an article that can also improve your life in some way. And today's comes from Optimal Relationships Daily. You can find that show wherever you're listening to this. So with that, here's Greg reading for you and his commentary as we optimize your life.
7 Reasons You Should Ritualize Your Life by Ali Cornish of everthrive.org. Quote, "Great things can be created by a series of small, seemingly insignificant elements brought together with intention and love." That's adapted from a quote by Vincent van Gogh. I grew up in a small family. We dressed up on Halloween, ate turkey and cranberries at Thanksgiving, received presents and decorated a tree at Christmas, and hunted for plastic candy-filled eggs on Easter. We went to church on Sundays, but we switched churches often. Sometimes we'd get on bikes and ride to Dairy Queen across town. Sometimes we'd take a summer or winter vacation, but not always every year. I was very thankful for these few traditions and fondly think of them from time to time. Yet, to me, everything in between these larger events seemed just a little bit random. I envied my friends with larger families, who seemed to have numerous events and built-in traditions that could be counted on day after day, year after year. I thought maybe having relatives in the immediate area was the key to creating and keeping traditions. But we didn't have extended family living nearby, or even within a day's drive. We made do with our little bubble. When I was maybe 9 years old, my favorite book series was called The Boxcar Children. This was a collection of stories surrounding the adventures of 4 orphan siblings who lived in an abandoned train car in the forest. I was fascinated with how these kids could create a life even in isolation, and they seemed to have fun. The series was accompanied by a cookbook, The Boxcar Children Cookbook, a collection of recipes the children cooked in the books. One recipe, canoe trip pancakes, stuck out to me in particular. It was such an easy recipe and adorably written, so I started making canoe trip pancakes on weekends. I loved every bit of the process. I felt like I was harnessing the self-sufficiency of my fictional friends and adding more meaning into my lazy weekend mornings. I might have even done my own dishes. I look back upon this time with happiness, remembering my small but significant effort to bring my family together with food. Everyone seemed to like the pancakes, or at the very least they tolerated my need to make them. Sometimes my dad would chime in with some bacon and eggs, and we'd make a hodgepodge brunch out of it, drenching our plates with maple and boysenberry syrup, and defrosting a new canister of orange juice from concentrate. Anyone else drink that stuff as a kid? To wash it all down. It made me really happy that my pancakes brought us all together as a family. Fast forward 30 years, and I have my own little family. Even though we are only 3, we are still a family bound together by love, responsibility, and obligation. But those aren't the only elements that bind families together. Through my childhood experiences and by observing the traditions of my friends' families, I've come to understand that rituals are important for families to grow and thrive. I really want to make more use of traditions and rituals for myself and for my family. The importance of little rituals. What is a ritual? Usually referred to as characteristics of a ceremony or religious life, rituals can be any sincere tradition that includes carefully ordered and well-intended actions. Rituals are important because they are the glue that binds families together. The seemingly insignificant actions that make up rituals are given much more weight when combined with intention and love. In this way, rituals connect the ordinary to the extraordinary, making the mundane aspects of life more beautiful. Is it too late to create new traditions? Any time is great to start creating rituals for yourself or for your family. I think that rituals might be especially important during long periods of waiting, such as what we're experiencing now with the coronavirus. 7 reasons why you should ritualize your life. Number 1. Rituals give us something to look forward to. They also help to mark the days as they pass, creating an ongoing way to structure our precious days, weeks, months, and years. Number 2. Rituals give us agency and empower us to create our lives instead of passively experiencing our lives. Rituals also reassure us that we're on the right path, and they help us reflect on our journey and self-correct if necessary. Number 3, creating rituals between friends and family is a great way to make memories. Number 4, rituals help with setting expectations, and the repetition of rituals gives us, especially children, a sense of security and belonging, in addition to managing our reactions to changes in time and season. Number 5, through repeated traditions and rituals just for us, we can increase our personal happiness, satisfaction, and sense of well-being. And if we are personally happy, this happiness flows to others. Number 6, rituals and traditions aid in building a strong family culture, family identity, and family morale. Number 7, finally, rituals provide us with a sense of renewal. Taking time for an intentional tradition offers us a break from our everyday routine, habitual existence. I've heard rituals compared to oases, a figurative place to rest on our life journey. You just listened to the post titled 7 Reasons You Should Ritualize Your Life by Ali Cornish of Everthrive.org.
We all have someone who has genuinely impacted our lives for the better. And if you're a business owner, you need to hire the same type of person for your company. Now it's easy to find that perfect employee, thanks to Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform helping over 3 million businesses worldwide to do it all. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates. Over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates the moment they sponsor a job. I especially love Indeed's Instant Match feature because candidates you invite to apply through Instant Match are 3 times more likely to apply to your job than candidates who only see it in search, according to US Indeed data. Indeed knows that finding people with the right skills makes all the difference when you're a hiring team of one. Visit Indeed.com/health to start hiring now. Just go to Indeed.com/health. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Cost per application pricing not available for everyone. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Some really interesting stuff today from Ali. Rituals are something that I truly wish was discussed more. When all is said and done, rituals are the closest living manifestation, I think, we can get of our values. Marriage is a ritual that expresses love. Church is a ritual that expresses religious beliefs. The list goes on to include smaller, more unique things like, family game nights. And these smaller rituals we have are often thought of as less serious because they aren't as widespread as, marriage or church, but they are often truer to the dynamics we have in our own households, and thus should be emphasized more. It's these smaller rituals that are aligned with who we are, and they don't require the bells and whistles that generations past have put on them. Take this as a reminder to hone in on what your values are and aren't, and how specifically you want to express them in a way that is meaningful to you and your tight-knit group, as opposed to everyone else. Do not fall into the trap of engaging in popular rituals out of obligation if they represent things that either don't mean a lot to you or just things you'd rather express your value for in a different way, through a different ritual. That is going to do it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Go out and enjoy yourselves today. Maybe partake in a meaningful ritual or two. I will be back with you for the final post of the week tomorrow. I'll see you all there, where your optimal life awaits.